right, so it is Tuesday morning, 6:51 a.m. I just got out of work at 6, got home around 6:20ish. Traffic wasn't too bad. Had a very light meal. It was my usual breakfast meal, which is cream of wheat with the Klout protein in there. If you haven't tried that, give it a try. It's pretty damn good. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing legs. I'm going early in the morning today. This is early for me because I've been up all night. We're going early in the morning today because I got a few doctor's appointments I got to make today. So I'm not going to be able to go at my usual time. And also, they're going to be drawing blood. So, they advise that if you draw blood, you don't do any physical activities afterwards. And also because of that, I didn't get to take any of my pre-workout today because you're not supposed to have like your heart rate being high up or something. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm just a guy that goes to the gym. That's all I am. I just do what they tell me. So, gotta get some tests done at the doctor's later today. We're gonna have a procedure done in about a month. Just kind of get check up on me to see how everything's going inside, and to get a game plan for what we're going to be doing for the long term. Right now, it's a hit and miss. With them having me on the prednisone, it's keeping the colon less inflamed, but at the same time, if I just eat something that doesn't sit well with me, it's straight into the bathroom. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So, we're going to take a look in. We're going to see what's wrong. Well, not see what's wrong. We know what's wrong. I have holes and ulcers in my colon. We're going to see if the medication I've been on has done any work at all. If it's helped at all or anything like that, or if it's exactly how it was before I started taking this new medication. Or if there's, or if it's worse. I've been on medication that's made it worse. I can't remember the name of the pill, but there's a pill that one of my original doctors had me take, and that actually made the flare-ups a lot worse. And that's why I always tell people it's important to tell your doctors everything, no matter how insignificant it may seem. Even if it's just, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable when I do this, or I feel a little uncomfortable when I turn this way, stuff like that. Tell them everything, because us guys, we have the mentality, drilled into our head to where we'll tough it out. We'll rub some dirt in it. I'm fine. I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to tell them about this. And if I didn't have that mentality, I probably would not be this messed up as I am now. Because when I was first originally diagnosed, I actually went half a year losing blood every single day, every time I went to the restroom. And I looked anemic. I was very pale. I looked very sickly. I'm actually getting used to the editing process, so I will actually put a picture of what I look like up on in the video. Yeah, I looked extremely sickly during that time, and it's weird that I have a photo of that exact day, because the doctors I had during that time weren't the best. They didn't really help me at all. It wasn't until I got transferred to a new hospital where they started helping me more. But pretty much, they knew I was losing blood through bowel movements every single day, multiple times a day. and they're the ones that even told me you're anemic. They didn't even really need to run tests. They did run tests on me, and they saw that I was anemic, but just by looking at me, you could tell I was pale. But they still didn't give me any transfusions. They didn't pump any blood into me. They didn't, help my body recover from what I was losing. Excuse me. So pretty much, my body was losing blood for 6 months, and then they started to fast me. Then they were just giving me an IV drip for liquids, and so I was fasting for about 3-4 days while in the hospital. And being anemic and being fasted like that is terrible for you, absolutely terrible. And what ended up actually happening to me was, on the third day of me being in the hospital, my heart actually gave out on me. It completely, well, I don't know. I would have to look back at my medical records, but pretty much from what my doctors have told me, my heart stopped while I was in the hospital. And the doctors there at that time, in their medical report, they put down, gotta give them credit for being honest, but still, they put down that they did not try to resuscitate me. They were talking with my father at the time, who was there, because I had called him, telling him, like, I don't feel good, like I feel extremely weak. I have this pressure on my chest. I'm burning up, and my left arm feels very numb, very weird right now. I don't know what's going on. Mind you, this is 10 years ago, so I was just about to be 20, I think. I was a stupid kid. And so my dad, he drove down from work, and he was there. My mom was there. They were both, freaking out, crying, everything like that. And pretty much, from what they told me, my heart stopped. And so I was technically dead for a couple seconds. And then my heart started itself back up. And which is just another long list of medical issues with me. But long way of getting around to it. That's what I'm talking about, where I say we need to be able to talk about the stuff that's wrong with us. Not just, what's in here, but everywhere. Whatever is wrong with you, please just talk to someone. It doesn't have to be a doctor. Talk to a loved one. Talk to a brother, a sister, a best friend. I remember when I was going through it, I was talking to my best friend about it every single day. Like, me and him, we were just like, what the heck is going on with this? Like, we have no idea. Granted, he's a little bit younger than me, so he was just as stupid as I am. And, it wasn't until I talked to my sister about it, who is a trained nurse, and she just, slapped me across the head, told me stop being stupid. Told mom about it. Mom took care of the whole situation, got me to the hospital, got me taken care of, all that stuff. But yeah, so just talk to your doctors, talk to your family members, talk to your friends, talk to people you trust. Doesn't mean it has to be a family member, doesn't mean it has to be a friend or a doctor. Just someone you trust, a therapist, someone like that. For me right now, that's my wife. She is everything to me. She's my therapist. She's my doctor. She's my references. She's my best friend in the world. Sorry, Brian. Love you, bud. You're my best friend too. Anyways, she's everything to me right now. And if anything goes wrong with me, she's the one that knows how to handle all this stuff. I am lucky. I am, thank the Lord I have someone like that in my life that I can lean on like this. So yeah, wrapping it all up. Talk to someone. Figure stuff out. We're not unbreakable. We're not invincible. We're not any of the stuff that we've had drilled into our heads since we were kids. we may feel like that, especially if you're one of these younger kids that are, 18, 19, 20, even going into your 20s. Even 5 years ago, I thought I was. That's a story for another time. I'm going on way too long already. It's already been 10 minutes. Okay, I'm cutting this off now. Talk to someone, get the help you need. I'll see you guys in the gym. excuse me if I sound a little winded right now. It is 8:20 in the morning. Spent about an hour and a half hitting legs. Unfortunately, the gym was a little packed today. I don't ever go to the gym in the morning, so I don't know what it's like in the morning. Well, not this time morning. I go at 3 in the morning. Just I don't go at 6 until like, I don't know, 3 p.m. That's like the gap period that I do not go at all. Anyways, pretty good leg day. Not gonna lie. It was a little more packed than I would have liked. So personally, I did not feel comfortable getting all the footage, just because, like I said last time, I don't feel comfortable recording with other people around. Not so much because of how I look or anything like that. It's just for their own privacy, their own, if they don't want to be my video, they shouldn't have to be my video. It's not my choice to make for them. But so that being said, I did only get 3 videos of legs. I started with the hip abductors, just to kind of warm everything up. Then I did some calf raises, and then from there I started my actual workout, which was Iso-lateral hamstring curls, I think it's called. I'm terrible with names on that. All the names for all the workouts, the sets, and the reps will all be in the pinned comment. That's something I'm starting to do. So I may get all the names wrong, or I may get the amount I've done wrong. If you guys want to do the workout, it will be in there. I do have something interesting planned for the end of my whole 12-week process I'm doing right now. So I'm going to be doing 12 weeks of working out. I'm doing various workouts every single time. I'm not sticking to one set plan where it's chest day is bench press, incline press, yada yada yada, etc. Whatever. I'm actually doing, excuse me, I'm hitting various points. So I'm going like upper chest, mid chest, lower chest, and then like the middle, the inside chest. And I'm seeing which ones I like the most, which ones are hitting me like a freight train, something that's like, I feel that contraction, I feel that squeeze every single time I hit that movement. And the reason I'm doing this experiment is because I want to see what works best for me. What initial warm-up workout will hit good? Which one will get my muscles activated a little bit easier, a little bit faster? And then which ones complement that activation? I'm trying to experiment with myself because, I don't have a coach right now. I got all the guys in Klout. Those guys are all absolutely amazing. Anytime I have a question, they answer it. Amazing set of guys. I can't give them enough credit. And then, of course, my buddy Tyler, he's absolutely amazing with all this stuff. But I have any sort of question, I send it his way. He responds to me like that. I tell him all the time he should be a personal trainer. He's all set. He's good with everything he's got going on. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. I have my start date when I started doing my 12-week process on this. And at the end of the 12 weeks, I'm going to take everything that I learned, everything that I figured out that works well for me, and I'm going to try to put that all together into like this master plan for myself, something that I can work off of and go, yeah, I know if I have only an hour in the gym, I can go there, I can hit this back workout to warm up, and then I go immediately into my actual working sets, and I can get a killer pump, a killer, stretch, contraction, everything, peak muscle growth within that hour without having to worry about wasting time doing this, wasting time doing that, or if I do this type of pull down movement, it fatigues my forearms a little too much. And that's the other thing. I'm working on my weaker parts too, so like my calves, my hamstrings, forearms, stuff like that. That's what my whole plan is for this whole situation. I'm going on way too much of a rant. This was supposed to be a 2-minute outro. I'm sorry about that. I'll keep it shorter next time. Uh, as you can hear, I'm out of breath, but it's a good thing because legs was a killer workout today. I liked it, and I'm hoping, come December 2025 this year, that my legs will be up to par for me to compete into classic physique. All right. Sorry, I keep burping. It's my issue. After I work out, I burp way too much. I'm gonna leave you guys there. Until next time, I believe that will be on Thursday night. That should be shoulders and arms. Someone's an angry driver. Don't be angry. Work on yourself. I'll talk to you guys next.